Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Race Advisor video analysis. It's been a topsy-turvy week. Yesterday we had a third, a second, a nowhere, a second, a third and a nowhere. So from 6 selections, 4 of them were all placed, whether they were win or each way. And this does go to show that the software certainly picks out some of the best horses in the race. So we'll move on swiftly to today, and we're on day 4. And the first race is the Albany Stakes. It's a Group 3 for fillies only, and the same as the last 3 days, we focus on the top 3 within Profit Recall, and we've got Alpha Centauri, Fairyland and Electric Landlady. Moving over to the racing dossier, and we can see that Fairyland is our top rated here, very strong contender, and if we go to the market we can see she's within the top 3 of the betting. Now I am recording this late on Thursday evening, so the market is completely undecided here, but based on the strength of the both softwares that we're using, I will say that Fairyland is going to be our selection, and we'll go each way whatever the price is. So we move on to the second race, and again we go to Profit Recall first. We've got Best of Days, Best Solution and Permian, and if we go to the racing dossier we can see that Kaladi is our top rated within this software. And going back to Profit Recall, Kaladi's right down here. So the two softwares don't really agree there, and based on what the market offers us, we can see it's out here, and we're going to go no bet in that race. So we move on to the 340, and it's the Commonwealth Cup, so Group 1. And again, looking at Profit Recall, we've got excuse any pronunciation mistakes, Caravio, Blue Point and Harry Angel as our top 3 rated, as we have with Racing Dossier as well. So we can see this is going to be a competitive race. So we move over to the market, we can see that Ryan Moore, Masterclass, he's done well so far on this festival. We could make cases. Now this is the point where we use the softwares. They can give us our contenders, shorten the field if you like, and then we can either go on and do further analysis, or we can just rely on what the software gives us. For the purposes of this festival, we're going to rely on what the software has given us, and we will rely on that and go with Cavaggio. But you could, if you went into further form reading, you could look at the breeding, trainer, jockey stats, etc., and make a case for Harry Angel and Blue Point as well, which, as you can see, are kind of at the top of the market as well. But for the sake of relying on what these two pieces of software have given us, we'll stick with Caravaggi. Let's hope I've said that right. So that's our selection, 1 point win there. Then we move on to the Coronation Stakes. It's a Group 1. And again here we've got Winter, Dabia and Roly Poly as our top 3 rated within Profit Recall. Moving over to Racing Dossier, and we can see that Winter is our top rated here. Moving over to the market, and again it's Ryan Moore. I think this is probably the first excuse me, festival I've analysed, and Moore has come up, excuse the pun, more times than any other jockey in terms of the selections we're choosing. But I'm confident with what the software has given us, and also what the market is showing me, And again, Moore is clearly on a good double here. And I know a lot of tipsters out there that also use both these pieces of software, Profit Recall and Racing Dossier, will probably tip the double there. So the 340 and the 420 will be a double with Caravaggio, however you say it, and Winter. So we're on to the penultimate race, which is the 5 o'clock, and this is the Queen's Vase. It's a Group 2 for 3-year-olds. We have Time to Study, Alquamar, and Wisconsin. And if we go to Racing Dossier, we can see from those three, Time to Study is looking like the strongest contender there, with both softwares picking that out. So if we go to the market, we can see that Time to Study, D'Souza, I'm not sure if he's had a winner yet this festival, but he's certainly a likely claimant, if you like. And I think he's definitely worth an each way shout based on this very quick analysis of the festival. So finally we go on to the final race, and we have with Profit Recall, Wadigor, Top Tug and Misteric. And if we go here, we can see that Top Tug is the only horse within Racing Dossier that's top rated that agrees with Profit Recall. So that's our strongest contender. And if we go here, we can see that Top Tug is within the top 4 or 5 of the betting, and again is, yeah, I like that. That's an each way bet. Again, we can go through the form, we can use other methods of analysis, but you can see how very quickly and efficiently the software has basically pulled out the top contenders in any given race. Obviously this works more so in terms of long-term betting. However, in terms of festivals, we do need to have a bit more savvy about us and go for, rather than value, go for winners. But I feel like what we've discovered so far in terms of what both softwares can do over the festival, we're not far off break even, albeit a small loss, and I'm happy to stick with those selections, of which will be made available at the bottom of this video, and all you need to do is share and like and share the wealth. Hope you enjoy this, and I will be back tomorrow for the final day. We can all sigh, breathe a sigh of relief